They can take lives away, but they cannot take your dream away. So that's what happened with me, and I started searching online for schools, and I came up, I typed in high school diploma for adult, I remember that sentence, and popped up the Excel Center, Indianapolis. My life in Syria before I came to the USA, it was basically danger. I wasn't able to sleep, I wasn't able to stay at one home for a while. I started doing politics to ask for my people's rights and have our country back, our independence from Syrian government. But I had to flee the country to Lebanon, and my family got affected so bad. Like my brothers, both of them, they left the country, they fled the country, even my sisters. And finally, mom and dad. In 2012, I moved. American government saved my life. It brought me here to Los Angeles, California as a Kurdish Syrian refugee. A year later, I was able to move to Indiana for the Excel Center. Well, 10 years in the USA, but I have accomplished a lot. I was able to get my citizenship, my high school diploma, my associate degree in biology, and start my college as pre-dentist.
I think the future for Rizan is really bright. I think that he is going to finish his dentistry degree, and not only will that provide him a means to take care of his family, but it'll provide him the means to give back to the community in ways that he wants to.
I want to become a dentist to be able to make enough money for a living and pay back to the community that supported me during my journey in the USA.
Being autistic, some people would say that's a struggle, but I would say that being autistic is actually not a bad thing. It makes you special. Just like that, I get 3
Just
sixes.
like that.
I didn't learn how to speak until the age of 8, and by the time I started talking, I started to learn how to sing. And I haven't stopped ever since, and I just love it.
Take this world and give me Jesus. This is not where I belong.
Music has always been very special to our family. He can hear a song and within probably 20 minutes play it. He's never had any lessons.
John is just a ray of sunshine. Anytime anyone meets him, all they just talk about is how awesome he is, how comfortable he makes people feel.
I wanted to work at Goodwill because I wanted to get a strong start, and I also wanted to find a job where I feel like getting a lot of respect and helping the people. And when I got here, of course, I was pretty much nervous. I wanted to do well on the first day. Then after the first day, I started to get used to it, and I loved it ever since I got here.
Going through my senior year has been really more difficult and tough, especially without having both your parents there to help support you throughout your journey. But I've been able to persevere through that.
Aaliyah came to Indy Met High School with a couple of barriers. She had recently lost her father, and her mother was out of the country and has been for a while. So Aaliyah was coming in as her own guardian. So there was that barrier of logistics, finances, and then had to navigate the college admissions process as an independent student. So with no parent or guardian participating in that. She had great family support coming in. Her aunt brought her in to enroll, and then unfortunately her aunt passed away a couple of months after that initial enrollment appointment. So another loss.
I think the future for Aaliyah will be very interesting because now that she has learned that she can adapt, only heaven knows where that creativity is going to take her. So we're looking forward to some good things.
After graduation, I'm going to be heading to IU and getting my degree there as probably a videographer or a photographer.
Seeing my kids smile and be happy and be kids is a great feeling because me as a child, I didn't get to do that. Growing up, I had a lot of childhood trauma and challenges, and it has affected my adult life. Being a single parent wasn't part of my plan or what I ever thought would happen. I've pretty much done it on my own since Daxton was 4 months old. Their dad's been in and out, but he struggles with drug abuse. It's definitely challenging, but at the same time, it's rewarding. Before I came in contact with Nurse Family Partnership, I was struggling with mental health, and then found out I was pregnant. A few weeks later, met Jessica, my nurse, and it gave me a lot of hope. The visits with Jessica were very exciting. I'd get happy when she was coming because there was somebody I could talk to. So we would talk about what we needed to do to prepare for Daxton while I was pregnant, the process would be after, and any resources I need to get help.
Seeing Natalie succeed and all of our moms, it is such a joy to be able to step into their stories. It is a privilege to get to walk alongside these moms and see them be successful.
My goal for the future for my kids is to raise two respectful kids and make sure that they go to school and accomplish their dreams.
From the first day that I started to now, the way I feel about my future is I'm proud. I'm not embarrassed anymore. I used to be embarrassed of my past, and now I use that as a story to hopefully to inspire someone else. I was a good student in high school. In my senior year is when I was introduced to methamphetamines and became addicted almost immediately. And that's when everything started falling apart for me. I had plans for my future. I had a scholarship for college, and then I never showed up. I had been actively using for about 10 years. I was homeless. I lost custody of my child, and then I felt like I had no reason to even try to be clean. Today I feel amazing. I have a really close relationship with my son. I have groceries in my refrigerator. I have a work family that truly cares and looks out for me. I have a career that I'm proud of. I know those sound a little bit. For so long, I didn't even have that.